Now, if your life doesn't pay attention to the growth of your spirit, you are on a mission to become exactly what Babylon was. You will get the education, you will stand before the king, but you will serve and adorn Babylon with all of your treasures. He said, he that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. So a man that knows he has a destiny with God, you will know that he knows when you see him exercising discipline and restraint. It's a proof that he knows he has a destiny that is greater than him. When you find someone that is loose and loud, he is dead while he's yet alive. This is the summary. Jesus. Oh, I wish I had time for us to walk some scriptures. You will just sit down and see the Bible like a computer. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature, in favor with God and man. What is John's summary? And the child grew and waxed strong. Where? In spirit. I was in the deserts. There were certain levels of exposure he did not accept before time. Do you know? Oh man, do you know that I was on cable when I was 20 something? I was on cable TV in Africa when I was 20 something years old. I had invitations to 10 countries. And I went to my father in the Lord. I said, am I matured enough to begin international ministry? He said, yes. I will bless you for that. I said, you are sure? I was 29. Me myself knew I was not ready. You know why my father in the Lord said, I will bless you for it? He showed me a young man that was 21 that was already started international ministry. You're 29. So I got his blessing, but I accepted an invitation when I was 31. Right? I don't know, with something around that. I don't remember again. Okay? Now, but between the time I got the approval and the time I went, I was striving for mastery. Those were the days when I fasted and my stomach was almost flat to the back. There was nothing you will present to me that was attractive if it's not God, if Jesus is not on it. So when people were preaching about prosperity and personal success and motivation, those kind of things were stinking to my ears, because I saw a little of the glory of God. It didn't look like motivational talk. It was stinking in my eyes. And you know what? When you focus on God, God will make you prosper. I found that. And when he makes you prosper, you'll be bigger than the prosperity, so it won't be anything. When you find people that ego, there's a way they want you to respond to them. That's the corruption that comes with the vanity of wealth. It means the person did not strive for the mastery. He's been caught up by the table of the king to serve something else other than Jesus. 2 years to labor, 2 years to strive. So I went on that mission. I came back. I submitted the reports to my father in the Lord and to God. And I felt I was ready. I didn't know that what God did was that he allowed me to experience international missions. That was when I saw my first cripple rise on a crusade, international crusade platform. Yeah, I saw 5 cripples walk that day. Then I thought that was how it will continue. God will now allow me to go to 5 nations now, then 10. After experiencing that, he took me to the cave again for 7 years. In fact, even He even removed me from the pulpit. This is our own pulpit. This is our pulpit. I gave up this pulpit to somebody else and stayed away from it for 7 years as a pioneer. And the church I was attending, I was close to my house. When I come, the ushers will say, I was there for 7 years. Nobody knew I was a preacher. He wanted to kill the appetite for the pulpit in my heart, so that the pulpit, it will not be a performance, it will not be stage, it will not be show business. It will not be show business. It will be because Jesus spoke, not about anything that I think. I left this our own pulpit for 7 years. The people I left the pulpit in custody of were not faithful. But God will not allow me to say anything for 7 years. Have you ever been in that state? For 7 years. I gave the man on that pulpit, I gave him the car they gave us on our wedding. I gave him. When I went to Lagos, they stole my car. So when I came back, I come once in a month to visit my family, all right, without a car. So I was using bikes. I arrived at church before the man I gave a car. And the great one will not allow me rebuke him for 7 years. In the 6th year, the man tried to start his own ministry with our members. I know you don't know this. I'm trying to tell you. And when I went to pray, you know what the great one said? Stand still, and you shall see the salvation of God. I died. So he didn't allow me fight. And I assure you, I know how to fight. Right? He said, no. That if you fight now, I will increase your wilderness journey for 2 years. And I was already tired of the wilderness. So he left. I left by himself. The members he wanted, he left with them. What did God say? Stand still. I continued with the ones that remained. People said I was a fool. People said they called me name. But you know what I had? He gave me intimacy with him. I know most of you don't know what intimacy with God means. You think he's speaking in tongues. Don't worry. This is the theory aspect of this meeting. We'll shift to practical. Then you will know that I met Jesus. And I'm not saying it boastfully. If I tell you otherwise, I didn't meet him, I lied. It was after the 7 years that Jesus now said, now you can represent me among the nations. Do you understand? Wait. But even after he said that, it took an additional 12 years before he released me into it. I know some of you want to preach. You have seen pastors wear ties and you like the way they look. He that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. So the person I gave a car so that he can be more effective in the assignment was now the big man. I was using bikes to come to church. And I was using bike to go back, even though I gave him a car. Yes. And it happened like that for 7 years. And the great one said, stand still. And Jesus increased in wisdom. That was how wisdom came to me. You will soon find out when you start running a ministry that is big, that you need more wisdom than an anointing. But you are not aware yet. We have many preachers that are not wise, even old ones. This thing about wisdom is not age. It's not that I've been in ministry for 35 years. You can. May the Lord help. May the Lord. And Jesus increased what? Can you see that wisdom is first? Just like for John, spirit, he was strong. Where? In spirit was first. Wisdom here is first. So it means if you touch wisdom, if you touch Jesus, engage in a discussion with him, you will touch wisdom.